All right. Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here. If the audio gets weird, let me know. I don't think it will. I'm hoping that everything's going to be fine today as far as volume goes. All right. I'm going to get started with shuffling. As I do, I want to remind you to go subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Again, I am Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot, and we are going to get started today with the rest of our soulmate live tarot card readings. And we ended on our Scorpio, so we're going to pick up right where we left off. So we'll find ourselves in Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and we'll get those done today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave all of that right there in that little chat box, that comment section. Please feel free to do that. Also, making sure to go check out all the social media links. I want you to share, like, and follow those if you would, please, and thank you. Also, with every purchase of a reading, you get a free personal love short and sweet. And that's going to go on for as long as I make it, I guess. It's not like a really running out thing. But when you subscribe, that also, that did end on the 5th. I'll start back up another one. I just haven't yet. I'm still working on software, so bear with me as I go along here, okay? Easy does it. Where are my cards? Oh, okay. We're going to start here with our Sagittarius. So this is going to be Sagittarius. We are in May. We are May 8th. It is my sister's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Jen. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. It is her birthday today. She's, oh gosh, how am I? So she's 47 then, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so happy birthday. All right. We're going to get started here. Sagittarius. I've already drawn a couple cards so far. So this is our soulmate. Again, soulmates are not necessarily something like a twin flame. Soulmates are more or less anybody or anything or anywhere, anytime. But when I do your readings, it's going to be like the most obvious soulmate or individual around you. So you're going to like know immediately, okay? And I am Sagittarius pulling up a water sign for you so far. I cannot hear it on my ears. Okay. Ooh, that's better. Kind of made me dizzy, but I'd rather be dizzy than not hear. That's probably not great either. All right. All right, Sagittarius, working on your soulmate. This is May 8th again. Getting into trying to find out kind of what our past life was with the soulmate, with this individual, kind of description we could put on them. Kind of what you're supposed to learn from them and how to deepen the relationship with this individual, especially if, you know, you want to get a little bit further in the relationship. So first up is going to be the soulmate description. All right, so this sign is definitely going to be a water sign. Don't walk out, Ribby. I'm alive. I got children home. We're going to her volleyball game after this. So I wanted to make sure I got my reading in though. All right. So water sign, I'm not feeling like it's a romantic relationship. If it is, it would definitely be something that is completely backwards and upside down and all over the place. This is something much of addiction. So it's almost like maybe they have an addiction or some sort of issue or an obsession. Maybe they indulge too much, but they are a water sign. They kind of are the opposite of a brand new start or fresh start or a new beginning. Pretty emotional, pretty erratic is what I'm getting from these two cards. I'm going to draw out some more cards to find out what our past life was with this individual. We're going to find out our past life and why they're currently in this life with us. So what is their goal here at the moment? Okay, so these cards are in reverse. We got 5 of Earth, 3 of Air, but with these cards, it's just indicating to me that this individual, they're here to deal with some, like with you, they're here to deal with money issues. So they are here to guide you and give you guidance, but at the moment they're not accepting help. And so again, reverse card and that addictions thing is coming back up. And they're extremely uncertain about their employment, or else you might even be. But the creating some sort of acceptance, acknowledging that you need help is a huge thing. And it's really hard because whatever this person is going through, whether it be, you know, an obsession, indulgence, any kind of addiction, or dealing with somebody with an addiction, it can be just as, you know, hard. It can be just as much of a struggle. So I want you to understand that when you're dealing with this person, you're probably going to be learning from this individual, because this can be definitely be a good teacher person. Some of the best teachers are the ones that are, you know, really deep in their healing or just beginning. You can learn a ton of things from them and their experience and the things that you go through aside with them. Again, there's tons of sadness in this current life. So there's going to be a sadness within this relationship, and there is some healing. So it's almost as if like you need to make sure that you're forgiving along the way. So whatever it is that this individual might be going through, Sagittarius, again, they're here for a specific reason. You guys are connected, bound for some reason. In some sense, again, they don't have to be romantic. They don't have to be, you know, your dad or your mom or, you know, your sister, your brother, but they can be. It is definitely going to be a time to heal. So there's a lot of healing things going on. So currently in this life, they're definitely here to guide you through this. And again, this is something that is going to, like, it feels like shit right now, but in a few months or in a few years even, or even 10 years, it's going to, in hindsight, you're going to look back and be like, oh, well, that's why. Okay, I get it. So you will get to that moment, but it feels draining along the way. It feels exhausting. It's scary. It is scary. I'll do one more shuffle here. Okay, so to deepen and get further into this relationship is just to really expand the mind, expand the heart, and be open arms to all possibilities, and open arms to the fact that this is not a bottom person for you. This is not somebody who's underneath you or beneath you. This is a person that you are relying on to teach you something in this life, or to learn a lesson from this person, or to find an experience and really grow through that. So you need to acknowledge that open heartedness, that expansion in the mind and perspective, and just trying to be patient through the situation, because again, it's going to bloom, you know, into what it is eventually. And we don't know what that is. And that's kind of the idea, is that journey and not knowing. But yeah, so the relationship will go to another level as long as there's cultured compassion, you know, there's respect and there's empathy, but patience and loving the individual as best you can and as pure as you can, especially in this time. That's what they need. I mean, you'll be fine. Yeah, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because that is definitely going to help to elevate you in this relationship. So again, the description of this soul contract is definitely just, it's almost as if they're here to teach you something that you're going to definitely utilize in the future. So they're definitely here to, it's almost like, it's like on the job training. I don't know if you're getting paid extra or not, but this is what this is, Sagittarius. So it's not a bad thing at all. It's actually a really beautiful thing. And it's really beautiful to be with somebody who's going through such turmoil. Okay. All right. So again, that is a water sign for you. That, again, that doesn't mean that if they're this zodiac sign, then it's not my story. I want you to know that sun sign, moon sign, rising, it don't matter. It's just the idea or the characteristics or the element of the zodiac even. So just try to commit to the fact that you can pull from this as for intention for the rest, you know, for the rest of your life. Even you could just definitely make sure that you're really observant of the things that seem to be underneath us, those quote unquote things that are underneath us. I want you to really, really observe those things. Okay, Sagittarius. All right. All right. We're going to move on. We're getting over to our Capricorn. We're going to move on to our Capricorn. So again, it is May 8th. Happy birthday to my sister. Happy birthday. They used to have this roller skating in Sheridan, Wyoming, Scotty Skate Castle. They used to have a happy birthday song, and it was ridiculous. I still remember it, and I can still smell that place, which is not a good thing. They have like the shittiest skating rink. I don't know how to explain it. It smelled like eggs, rotten eggs. But man, oh man, was that like the best time of my life. They'd play like Metallica, like Sandman. Oh my God, I used to think I was so cool on rollerblades. I'd be like, yeah. And my hair would be blown in the wind. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm so cool. Me and my cousin were talking about it last weekend. I'm like, don't remind me. Like, we literally would have to guard the bathroom doors, the stalls, because they were just like a piece of cloth or like a shower curtain. I don't even remember. But we'd have to be on our rollerblades and we'd have to hold onto the stall and like hide our friends while they peed. So that's where it started. That's where like girls gather. That's like the beginning of it, because that's how it was like in high school and then at the bar. You end up in the bathroom. Like, that's where you go. We're like, we don't need boys around, so we'll just hang out in the bathroom. That's where our training started. Ooh. I need to change that ringer. That scared the shit out of me. Okay. Anyway, moving on from Scotty's Skate Castle. Shout out to Scotty's Skate Castle, Sheridan. It was a good time. It was a great time for a young kid. All right. We're going to move forward. We're going to find out our description for our soulmate reading for Aquarius. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hangman Tarot, and go ahead and check out all those social media links in the description box and go share, like, and follow those. And don't forget to hit the bell when you subscribe so you can come back and get, because you will receive all these notifications. You'll be like, all right, she's on. I'll get on. Get all your future readings. All right, let me do this really quickly. All right, we're going to find out our description. Now I got that happy birthday song in my head. I'm going to be singing it all day. All right. I should tag Scotty's Skate Castle. They'll be like, oh. My cousin even said that place has not changed a bit. I'm like, what? They still don't have stalls on the doors on their stalls? All right. All right. We're dealing with a very difficult earth sign, which does not surprise me. You know, they're pretty rigid. They're pretty organized. They're pretty scheduled to the point. They're pretty stern, but they also do have a pretty hot temper, this individual, Aquarius. So this earth sign, they're definitely a little bit younger, or else they're a little more immature or childlike or childish. Now, the difference between childlike and childish: childlike is like pure, naive, just not knowing. Childish is just like purposely being a grown ass person and, you know, acting like a moron. Okay. So this person definitely is hot-headed though. You know, and they're used to kind of like leading the pack, and they don't like to listen to you. They don't believe that they're ever a bottom person. All right, we're gonna find out what you guys were doing in your past lives together. What was going on there? And we're gonna kind of gather some. One of these cards is gonna turn out for your current life. So we're gonna find out currently, why are they here? Okay, so in the past life, you were a little bit too cautious with your money. And so this is an indication to me that they're connecting, or they're honing in, because they're going to help to alleviate that situation. So the fact that, you know, you make good business decisions, but again, you may be too frivolous. You may be too, you know, like, what's that, T-Rex arms. So you don't like to like deliver the money. You don't like to give. You don't like to pull out your own money for your own, you know, tip or your own bill. But you do make good business decisions, and you do, you know, try to add to people who are less fortunate. You do try to, you know, tune in and let them know that you're there and you're trying to help and you're trying to add to other people's lives in some sort of way. But this currently, they're definitely coming in to help with some type of new partnerships or new contracts. If you have anything going on legal wise or anything with your finances or billing, they're trying to push you towards that because that is something that they're going to remind you of, like, hey, 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 don't be a cheap ass, buy in, do it now. Okay, so they're, whatever, however that resonates for you. I mean, this could be them trying to push you right into, a relationship. This is love. I got to remind you because, we're an asshole. We're a human right now. We got all these things filtering our soul, but our soul already knew. And they told this other soul, hey, come back in this life. Remind me that I got to do this. So they're reminding you to do something. They're reminding you that your soul can do this, so they're just, kind of like a cheerleader. But they're definitely going to be, the cards are indicating that it's a lot of business, a lot of your creative outlet and skill. And it's almost like they just want you to be reminded that, like, hey, you cannot be cheap on this situation. We have to lay down a bunch of, financials here in order for us to grow or to prosper. And they might even be connected to you in this business, or else they might even be the person that you're buying from. So however that does resonate for you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely, it's the lessons that they're going to teach you along the way is because, again, this card is in reverse, Queen of Earth. It's just not making time for people is something that you are really good at. So it's like, you're not purposely not spending time with people, but you're not like not spending, you suck at spending time with people right now. And the cards are indicating definitely that you need to take an approach to this that is, makes more sense. Okay. So you need to be more logical, in the business sense, but you really need to open up that. Okay. Open up this guy. They want you to just deal with the challenges that arise, and they want you to, again, better your finances, better your business. They want you to push, push, push. So they're very insistent on this business stuff. But again, they're trying to let you know, do not forget about the people around you. Don't forget about the people that love you. Okay. That's not good. Okay. We're going to find out how to deepen this relationship, or how to, move in towards where you're supposed to move in towards in this relationship, so that you can gain this knowledge, because, they're the key. They're the ones with the access to it. All right. So just kind of letting go of fear, 7 of Earth. It's definitely an earth. It's very earthy, this whole entire reading. They just want you to make sure that, you take minutes or moments or seconds or just even a week or a day. It doesn't even matter, but they want you to sit with something. They don't want you to jump on every, decision, obviously, but they don't want you to make a choice here without having that moment to pause and take a breath and be like, oh, what should I do here? They want you to just do this as logically and as patiently as you can. Even though that this individual is hot-tempered, they do know how to be stern and organized and firm in the way that they do shit. So they just want you to stop worrying. They don't want you to worry, and they want you to reap what they sow. So they are planting seeds. They are dropping seeds, and they'll watch you watch them grow. And, that's definitely going to deepen things, especially if they can see that you're taking things into consideration, or you're taking things at value stand and you're doing it. They're going to be like, yes. But they could even be, again, the person that you're buying from. I'm just feeling like that's what it is for some reason. It's just like it was a very earthy reading. And it's very much indicating to me that, yeah, it could definitely be somebody you're purchasing through, or maybe even going into business with. But I feel like they're definitely in that realm. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we're going to move on to did we do Capricorn? I don't think we did. We have to go back. We forgot Capricorn. Okay. We're going to do Capricorn. Again, this is May 8th. We're going to do Capricorn soulmate reading. Again, let this resonate however it will for you. I want you to make sure that you pull intention from it no matter what. So even if it does not follow your storyline, you can still pull intention and learn from these things, because, again, these tarot cards are massive amounts of advice for every human experience. We all do follow that same path, and just in a different way, okay? We're going to find out the description of Capricorn soulmate. And again, this will be the most obvious in your life. Goodness. Ooh, you got a faraway soulmate. I can feel it calling in the edge of night. Duh. Hermit reverse. Two of Swords. That's in reverse. They're definitely calling in the edge. More Swords. Good Lord. I'll tell you what. When I feel it, I'll feel it. All right, this individual's way the fuck away. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they're around you, but they depressed as fuck. And anxiety, like nobody's business. They're very much isolated. They could even actually not even be here anymore on Earth. Like that's how far away this feels. It's like they're definitely an air sign. But yeah, they're all in reverse. It's just indicating lots of delay, lots of, oh, I'm live. Okay. Oh God. Okay. He's gonna walk back by, so don't mind. He looks so little in the camera. Watch. Okay, are you coming out? Okay. All right. So this is an air sign though, for sure. But this person is just like very sunk in a hole, deep in a hole. They are fucked. They're all fucked up. They up at night. They fucking worried about shit. But the thing is about this individual, whoever this is, the soulmate, they're blind to the situation. They're blind that they're even doing it to others or themselves. So they're unruly and they don't want to see shit in a different way. They don't care. They don't care what you have to say. They don't care what, a counselor might have to say. They don't care. So they're just very far away. They're very isolated. They're very much cut off from the world. Again, they could even be past. I mean, this is just indicating that as well, or lost mind-wise, physically. Maybe moving, went away. Okay, let's figure it out. We're going to find out what y'all's business was together in past life, and then currently finding out why are they here. It's funny. It's funny when kids come out, though. You look so little. So in past life, it was something important because they definitely felt like they were able to give you good news. You were able to give them good news. It's a fire side, so it's definitely trying to deal maybe with some passion, creativity. So whenever they were around you, or if they're headed towards you, they're definitely trying to bring you around a like-minded community. So they're bringing you around a community, a church, maybe the yoga scene, or, comic book scene, just like-minded people. So they are trying to bring you around, people with certain viewpoints, with certain methods, certain lifestyle. And they feel like that's where, that's where they're guiding you, because that's where you belong. And that's, what you seek. So, and you definitely seek out mentors or like-minded individuals around you. And in the past life, those things did come true. Like that was not an issue. And your concerns when you meet this community or you meet this group of people, they go away for some reason. Okay. And it's just like you're able to get into a love of living. And this could even be like addiction stuff. So this could be somebody who's trying to, bring you around people who are going through the same thing as you, like a group, 12-step program, like however that resonates for you. Because again, this individual is sunken in. They're a battleship that has sank. They are depressed as hell. They are anxiety riddled, up at night, far away, isolated, so consumed. But again, addictions could play a role because they're not wanting to, kind of take the blindfold off. They know things are going on. They know what they're doing. They know where they put themselves, but they still refuse to see the fact that they're doing it. So they have all control. Just because their soulmate doesn't give them like wings or some shit. They're not perfect. So that, they've come here in a human carrier, the physical body, we're humans. And we fuck up all the time. All right. Do you need to walk through? Yeah. Okay, go. You're so little in here on the thing. All right. Yeah. So currently they're definitely giving you, they are have or haven't, I'm not quite sure yet, but they're getting you into a place where you become emotionally balanced. You become pretty rewarded within your life, and you feel like emotionally, materialistically, like things are just kind of like collecting and balanced, and you're definitely finding your way into trustworthy relationships due to this. And you're on the right path, and there's like, you know, a little bit of a delay. And again, that's only because there's something going on with this individual. They're just they're fucking way the fuck out there. That could be something that was in their past though too, and that affects them greatly. Again, however that resonates for you. But positivity is on the way. It's not completely, you know, overly taken. And that's to deepen the relationship would be to, you know, that would be, if you could deepen this relationship, it would look like the sun. The sun is like the most positive, happy, loving thing in the world to me. So it would be the sun. I mean, besides the moon, because she is a goddess, excuse me. Oh. Do you see how crazy that is? Do you see how crazy that is? I told you. Positivity is on its way. Keep holding on. Keep hanging in there. I mean, even if you don't hang in there and you're through this relationship and you've already moved through and you're at the ends of it, this positivity doesn't come from this individual. This positivity comes from within you and out because of the things that you experienced and grow from. Okay. So just keep shining, because that light, yeah, it gets dim, you know, during our really fucked up times, but that doesn't take away the fact that we are the sun. There's clouds over the sun right now. I really do believe that. We come back around. As long as you are pure in the heart intentions and you have no bad ill will. Yeah, you can be just fine. All right, we're going to move on to we just did Capricorns. We were going to move on to Aquarius, but I was like, oh, let's go back. We got to yank it back. Okay, so we did Sagittarius and our Capricorn. So we're going to move on to our Aquarius. Already did Aquarius. No, I already did Aquarius. Okay. So we're going to just do our Pisces and then we'll be all finished. And then I got to go because I got volleyball. My kid does. All right. We got an earth sign. No, we don't. Fire sign. Could be a water sign. Oh, for the love of God. These are just jumping out like jelly beans. Okay. Okay, so something is coming together. This individual is definitely could be a water sign. I'm feeling like it's going to be a water sign. So this individual is super creative, passionate. They're a little young of heart. They're a little immature probably, but not immature in the bad way. I don't feel like it's in a bad way. They're happy. They're fun. They know how to get into their like activities. I don't know. They're just very cool. They're very hip, very, very, very fun to be around probably. The 7 of Cups, it's like they're creating something over and over again so that they can get really good at it. So they are practicing something. This individual is, I mean, this is what it is. This is what it feels like to me. If you got someone around you doing this, throwing things around like this, see, because they got this sword up here, or the wand, excuse me. I mean, if you got somebody who can like twirl shit around like that, like that's an amazing individual, especially if they did that for a living. Anyway, they practice, and that's kind of what they do. They had a delay in their life. So there's somebody who had some sort of situation that kind of delayed this amazing gift that they have. And then once that delay was over, then they got into that practicing, but that's just a very deep part of them. So kind of, you know, they were like thick, deep in, you know, a bunch of bullshit. And then they came out of it and kind of, you know, bloomed from it. And then they started some sort of practice and then now they do it. So it's just something, a skill or some kind of creative outlet that they use. It helps to obtain them to stay away from this dark shit that they, you know, had to deal with. So, but they're definitely a water sign. So they're, you know, they're pretty fluid. They're pretty emotional. So yeah, you would definitely know who this individual is if you were around them. So Pisces, it's going to be the most obvious soulmate person around you. Okay. Okay, so in the past, so we're going to go into your past life as well as your current life. So in the past, things weren't timed out very well. So no matter what they were there for, things weren't timed out somehow. I don't know. But there was just poor timing in the situation, especially in the past, because there was a plan, but then it needed to kind of be looked at again. So it was like you kept going back and forth and, you know, the timing just didn't kind of pan out, each of you. And there was just probably more to the issue or to whatever was going on, to your experience together with the soulmate, than meet the eye. And you just weren't quite sure what the hell was going on, even if you tried. So they might not have even, they might have been like in their shit or in their dark in the past, if that makes sense, and never made it out. That's what I'm feeling like anyway. Yeah, because currently that... I cannot make this up. Empress reverse. So currently, that is what that's the lesson currently right now that you're around them for. You're around them because they want you to, they're trying to add to your nurturing. They're trying to feed you your story. So they're like, here's all these amazing things. Here's all these amazing dreams. Here, I'm going to show you how to use them. So it's almost like they're training you, but you know, they're trying to liven your dreams or pep up your dreams or, you know, expand your mind and heart. And it is in a little bit of a delay. And again, that could be because that dark stuff that they do dwell in and go back and forth on. And again, in the past, the timing didn't work out. That's why we had that reverse card. And then that's indicating to me that there's delay now currently. Okay. So the reason that within the past, the soul contract wasn't fulfilled because you weren't open to it. You weren't open to it with your heart. You weren't open to it with your mind because the bad timing thing, again, King of Water is coming up. You know, you're a very trustworthy person. You're very compassionate and respected, but yet when these things came up in the past, you just weren't in that place. You were not in a place of compassion. And that, you know, just even tiny little bit, even if an eyelash is off, it's fucking up everything. Yeah, you weren't even very giving at the moment. So yeah, so the lesson learned from it currently is going to be definitely that you just got too many things going on. You need to make decisions. You need to make choices. You need to be on the ball with shit. But again, that's the soulmate of yours is trying to add to this lesson or else you're watching them, you're observing them, and you're seeing that, oh man, time is very valuable. I should probably, you know, be more respectful of that. So if you find yourself just like disrespecting time, girl, you better apologize. You better apologize to time. You don't want to be fucking with time. Okay, so again, this last card is fire, reverse Knight of Fire, and is time of an essence. So it's basically implying if you deepen the relationship, that is indicating that you are getting into that again. So you're trying to, you know, draw up as much respect for time as you can. But this card's indicating to me that you're not thinking things carefully. And so time kind of begins to get mushy again. And when something is going to suddenly come up around, you know, by the ending of this and what, you know, getting to a deeper part of the relationship, but you will not deepen it if they see that you are not making a timely mannered decision. Something about time with this water sign. So to deepen that relationship is to really grow with, you know, the advice given or what you're observing or what you're gaining from this individual, because in the past lives, timing was a fucking huge issue. So get on in there. Prove that time is respected. Okay. So this is the end of our soulmates live tarot reading, I want you to, again, go hit subscribe so that you can come back, hit the bell, and you can get all the notifications so you will not miss out on one future reading or any of the live readings. And I want you to go check out all the social media so that you can go like, share, and follow. If you would, I would appreciate it very, very much. And I appreciate anybody coming into the lives, anybody adding to the YouTube channel and subscribing and commenting. And all forms of comments are wanted, appreciated, even the shit ones. It's like, let it roll. It's fine. You know, when you go purchase a reading, I want to remind you again, I will thank you. It's much appreciated. And I will thank you with a personal free reading. And that is a love, short and sweet reading. Okay. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I got things to do. Got a kid. She's going to go to volleyball and I'm going to go watch. It's kind of amazing. It's amazing that when you think about it, like you made this little person who now bumps a volleyball back and forth over a net. And then everybody's like, and you're like, it's like, I don't look at anybody passing a ball over the net like it's amazing. Unless it's my kid. It's just like crazy. It's crazy. All right. Have a good day. Have a beautiful Saturday.